there Star Wars collectors, and welcome to another Bossk's Bounty video. And in this video we're going to be talking about the vintage collection HASLAB Mos Eisley Cantina that was just revealed on the Hasbro Pulse livestream. As always, I have all of the high-res images to go through and will be offering my thoughts, so if you do happen to enjoy the video, hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. So, like the Ghost last year, this HASLAB Cantina is one of the worst kept secrets ever. Rumours have been swirling for months and months now, plus Hasbro accidentally leaked it a few weeks ago, which didn't help. But for me, that really didn't take away from today's actual reveal. I thought the video presentation that they showed was great, and it really showed what can be accomplished with all of the modular pieces. So let's get into the details. You can either back the standard edition or the deluxe version, but both count towards the backing, and you are eligible for all of the figures whichever version you choose to back, which I think is a good move. So really, I guess it just comes down to space and cost. You may only have room or the funds for the standard edition, which, you know, if you've only got a shelf or whatever, then this is the version for you. Alternatively, if you have the funds and you have a bigger space and you want the full cantina, then of course you'd want to go for the deluxe version. But as I said, it doesn't matter in terms of the figures. Whichever version you back, you're going to get at least 3 of the figures. Obviously there's 3 stretch goals as well. Now I do love how the whole thing is modular. Pretty much all of it comes apart. You can display it exactly as you please, which I think is great. There's loads of details going on, as you'd expect. The only main criticism that I have, and it's not that it doesn't have a flaw, is that it could do with a little bit more sort of paint or weathering on it, just to give it that rustic, used look. It does look a little bit clean to me. You know, at the end of the day, it's a hive of scum and villainy. It's in a sandy Tatooine. It could be a little bit more weathered. However, the version that they had on display could be just a prototype version, and the actual version does come with a bit more detailing. We'll have to wait and see what the future holds and if that is the case. But, you know, if it is a little bit clean, then of course I'm sure you guys out there might sort of weather it up yourselves. But I'm looking at my Jabba's Palace playset at the moment, and that hasn't got a great amount of weathering on it, but I still think it looks pretty cool on the shelf. And like all of these things, it looks even better when you populate it with lots of figures. I think the actual bar, the centerpiece of the HASLAB Cantina, is incredibly detailed with all of the different pipes and decanters. And of course, no cantina is complete without the IG-88 heads within that pipework behind the bar. Looks absolutely awesome. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that $399 or pounds is value for money necessarily. However, like all HASLABs, if we manage to unlock all of the tiers, then having 6 exclusive carded figures certainly helps from a value point of view. The Cantina is something that many collectors have wanted for many, many years, and now we have the opportunity to get one, finally. Plus, the figures included are figures that would never be released in the mainline. We are able to get them because of this HASLAB. Sure, different versions may be released at a later date. I have no doubt about that, on different card backs. Different ways of getting those figures out. Not all of them mind, but I think some of them. But I will talk more about that later in the video. Okay then, so let's talk about the figures themselves. So first up, included in the base offering is Wooher the Barman, and like all of the figures that we're going to be looking at in this video, I think they've done an absolutely fantastic job. He comes with alternate hands, which was a surprise, so you can make all of those various gestures that he makes in the movie. And the image that they've chosen for the card back is perfect in my opinion. Exactly the shot that I was hoping that they would use, and yeah, I just think it's a great figure. And of course, no Mos Eisley Cantina would be complete without the barman. He's kind of the first character that you need in there, and that's probably why he's the first character that they announced. So that's a good one. Next up, it is finally time for Tonica. All of those people out there that said that these could never be made due to likeness rights and what have you, all those different reasons, well, here they are, and they look fantastic. Both Bria and Seni look great, amazing portraits, really good paint applications on the heads. They look incredible, and they both of course have the beehive hairstyles and their green and blue jumpsuits. And once again, 2 perfect card backs, although to be honest there wasn't really much choice for these 2 characters. Not too many images that they could have chosen from, but they still look great. And some of the diorama shots that Hasbro have put out look so good. This is what fans of the original trilogy and 3.75 inch figures have been waiting for. Two never before made figures that are finally here and are going to look great in the Cantina. So those are the three figures included into the base offering. Now let's talk about the stretch goals. And first up, if we hit 11,000 backers, we unlock Greedo. And what a fantastic sculpt this is. They have absolutely nailed it. Now this image here does not look like a 3.75 inch figure for me, such as the detail. Look at all of the wrinkles in his jumpsuit. They have captured it absolutely perfectly, and I just cannot wait to get this brand new Greedo in the collection. It is far superior to anything that we've had before. And for all of you out there fearing that an original 96 figure is locked behind a HASLAB, just look at that card back image that they've used. It's an alternative image, completely different to the original Kenner version, which was also the image that they used for the Vintage Saga Collection version. So I fully expect a classic original 96 repack in the main line at some time in the future. I can't say that for all the other figures, mind, that they will get released outside of this HASLAB, but I'm pretty sure that Greedo will on that classic card back. But in this set, we have an alternate image card, which I do love. I'm always up for that kind of thing from a, collectability point of view. Next up at 14,000 backers is Nabron Leeds, the four-armed smuggler. Now this is an alien that we have had before, released in the 2006 Saga collection. However, that version is far inferior to this all-new sculpt. Each arm has full articulation, and you can even get a swappable hose so that you can drink from a cup. Yes, I did say the cup word. Now, because we have had this character before, I may have chosen something else, but I'm not going to complain with what they have given us with this figure. Again, it looks fantastic. The card image, once again, is a scene straight from the movie, and I just think to myself how good all of these are going to look with each other in one set of carded figures. Let's hope for even more aliens to be released in the future. And finally, my favourite. That's a lie, it's not my favourite. Greedo is my favourite. He looks unbelievable. But favourite deep cut character is Ariel Shush, which is the Wolfman that is not Laksivrak, basically. Now, can anyone honestly say that we would ever have got this figure in the line? What a fantastic choice. It is also very well executed in my opinion. Great looking head sculpt and accurate costume. The card back image that they've chosen again is really good. It's like a nice clean image of the character, and again lined up with all of the others, including characters like Dr. Evazan or Walrus Man, all those others that we have in our collections. It's going to look really cool as like a Cantina Patron display of card backs. The only worry is that we do need to hit 17,000 backers to unlock the Wolfman. Can we do it? I will be disappointed if we don't, I've got to say. I guess it does depend on how many original trilogy fans there are and how many completionist carded collectors there are out there. Let's just hope there's 17,000 of us, because I really want the Wolfman. For me, I want all of these figures loose in my Cantina, plus another set to keep carded. After all, there is a never cheaper time to buy a HASLAB than when it's actually running. Secondary market prices are always higher for these HASLABs, so, this is when I'm going to be buying it. The Cantina also comes with a sticker sheet to decorate the outside, which I thought was pretty cool. I especially like the wanted signs for the Dr. Evazan and Walrus Man. Really nice touch that, and they're obviously written in Urabesh. The Hasbro team also mentioned that 2025 will be a return to Tatooine year, and we can expect more items to go with our Cantina, including an all-new Luke Skywalker, Han Solo and old Ben Kenobi, plus a partial tool of Chewie. And I've got to say, I did really enjoy the live stream when they showed images of the Cantina, various diorama shots using those new figures. Even though those figures are early prototypes, they sort of darkened it out so you couldn't see them properly, but they've pipelined them. They're coming in 2025, and everyone that's going to be buying this HASLAB is going to have some decent aliens to go in it, and we're also going to be getting the mains. So the Make the Mains campaign is happening. They're doing it. We've already got Leia, and now we're getting the other three as well, which is awesome. I'm also sure that these won't be the only items that we can expect. They did mention that, and they're going to be saving those for other live streams, so lots to look forward to. So let me know your thoughts. Are you going to back it? Have you already backed it? Which version are you backing? And what are you most looking forward to? I'm always interested to know your thoughts. I read every comment and I'll hope to reply to most of them as well. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and channel members. Your support is awesome. And we shall see you on the next one.